Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Isn't it funny? I always like have this little laugh when I turn on the maybe it's an uncomfortable thing. It's not really. I don't know. I'm going to talk to you this morning a little bit about something that's just like, it's really interesting because it's like, what is the meaning of life? Like, I know that you must contemplate this like sometimes. And I'm gonna get to the fingernail polish in just a second, which is so interesting. And we're listening to the soundtrack of Forrest Gump. I love Forrest Gump he's from Alabama. And I feel like Forrest Gump, like sometimes, I don't know, with myself and the meaning, I don't know. It's such a beautiful movie. Oh wow, you know what, I'm gonna sit here and just let me see if I have any light. It's a beautiful, no I don't really have any light here. I'm gonna get me some light here. I'm just gonna turn this on and get some light right behind here for you. The meaning of life, wow, isn't it interesting what what we all like if we all like contemplate the meaning of life? I don't know, it's kind of intimate or not intimate right here with me, like this. I don't know. Anyway, it's like a filter on the camera. Let me turn the music down. Oh, I'm sorry I'm really slow this morning, but hey, it's okay, right? I don't know, I'll put the music right behind me. Just let it play. Anyway, let me get to this. This fingernail polish. It is really so interesting and so, like, it's such an incredible opportunity for me to recognize something, and I can't even like imagine why, even though I feel defensive sometimes, this is all going on in my head. Like, why aren't there more people like watching my channel? Because I am evolving out loud so much, and just like, I believe that it's such a secret because life seems to be, well, life is a stream of events. It's like, you know, and if we just stop in our daily lives, we're so, we just like, we have to, it's our daily lives, you know? And I have a very unique kind of life and it's not as common, I think. And so, I think I have an interesting way, an interesting experience in my life. That's what I like to share. That's what I think, not like separating me or that thing I'm like some kind of big shot or something like that, because I certainly don't feel like that, which is, you know, I have a freelance career and I create dance and I teach dance and, you know, I do all these things, and I'm gonna get to the fingernail polish in just a second, and my blinker's flashing, and I'm going to get my tattoo today. All of this stuff is like what is happening on the external, but it affects the internal. It's very interesting because what is the meaning of life? And it's such a big thing for all of us. And with me sharing myself here, I just realized, you know, sometimes I go through so much emotion as I put and I click and I upload and I do all these things. And I'm like here to just share with you something that is so important. I put on a fingernail polish, you know, I don't know what is the meaning of life. My meaning of life at the moment is about being vulnerable. And it's so interesting because, look, I put on this little fingernail polish. And to walk outside with this fingernail polish, I know it's really small, but to walk outside with this fingernail polish on, and I went to this grocery store yesterday to buy some things for my partner and I, and I had this on, and I was conscious of this the whole time, and like how my hand was gonna work and everything. I was putting so much into what will people think. Like, it is so interesting. I have been, you know, like a lot of people wouldn't even think about that about me, but it's so, what is the meaning of life? I wanna tackle that. I don't wanna feel like, I wanna own this, you know what I mean? I wanna own it. And it's like I can know that all of you can share with me. I hope this doesn't turn off because this is a very interesting topic. I think that you know, I put on fingernail polish and it teaches me something about my own fear. It's so subtle, and I know a lot of people will probably think, why is he going on about this? But you know, I'm like peeling back the onion, my friend, and I'm like getting down to the nitty-gritty of like existence and realizing that I have so much fear in so many things. And it's like I'm shining light on it, sharing it with you. And what is life? What is the meaning of life? This is gonna turn off in a minute. Oh, I'm gonna roll. What is the meaning of life? What is it? What are we here for? And I just like the freedom of expression, the freedom to just to choose and to own your choices and not be concerned about what other people think. It's just like, is that the meaning of life? It's just like, is it really? But there's something, you know, like I do Mary and my characters, and I'm playing with myself and my and all this, and it's so interesting. And I know that we all must confront this at times, or if we're even aware or interested, especially if you're just sick of conforming. I'm all about that conforming thing. It's just so constantly a consistent thing in my life, and that's the meaning of my life at the moment. And so, like, and all of that, nothing matters more than my freedom. You know what I mean? And I'm like tooting my horn here. And it's really, really about that. And I know that you really, really want to get that too. We're all about freedom. And what is that? What is that freedom? What is freedom? What does it mean? And life just seems to be a series of events, because, you know, I travel a lot. I do work here, I do work there, I teach here, I choreograph here, I wear different hats in the profession. You know, 2 weeks I'm here, and then I'm home, and then I'm like, you know, all of it's here, and I'm not working, and then today I'm getting a tattoo. You know what I mean? It's all like all these strings of events that just happen. And aren't you curious? Are you curious about what fingernail polish will do to you if you just put it on? I know it sounds really crazy because I'm open gay. I'm like totally like open gay and hyperly gay today. And so what? But it's like I challenge myself on so many levels to feel that vulnerability. And it's really interesting with fingernail polish. Like, why would I be concerned about that? And I don't want it. And it's so interesting because I'm an out flamboyant gay guy around most people, I guess, or I'm just myself. And will we ever get this done? I don't know. If this turns off, I'm so sorry, but I hope it doesn't turn off because I don't want you to get like, anyway. Do you get the gist of what I'm talking about? What are you doing? What little subtle little things that you're not even recognizing that you're doing to avoid the fear or to avoid being seen a certain way? How are you doing it in your daily life, at your work? Are you like, you know, or do you pump up your chest so you can, you know, be the one in control, and like I have control, and I'm the one, and never look at me, I'm the biggest one, I'm the dominant, you know, the dominant one. I'm the submissive one. I'm this, I don't know, like everything teaches us. This taught me so much, and Mary teaches me so much, and my characters and my dancing outside and in local locations. All of this means so much to me, and I don't really like, it all means so much. And that's the purpose, the meaning of my life, is to get through this stuff and to realize and to accept the fact that I've been conditioned, like from my family and from, you know, and I love you all so much, my family. It's not about that. It's really just about being recognized that, you know, like there's so much more to be had and to understand about life. And, you know, like I want my freedom and my, you know, and nothing happens during the day. It all just comes, like it's all just can come up, and nothing, like no one's like, can't believe you're acting like that, or you're like doing this or that. It's all within my head. So what is the truth here? It's so interesting. It's so interesting. And, you know, it all started with not being able to take a selfie one day. And then it all started to become like an opportunity, you know, because the fear. Do you fear? What do you fear? And why do you fear it? Especially as, you know, like we are all equal. We're all on the same level here, like as people. You know, we're all unique and different. But on the level of human, we're equal. So, but everybody's walked different paths to this moment, and I have too, and that's why I'm sharing, and I think that's so valuable. And so, you know, when I look and I focus more on this, there's no more suffering. There's no more suffering. Although the mind likes to suffer. Like, this is like an opportunity. Like, if I wear fingernail polish outside and wear it, it's about something. It's not about attention, you know. And that's what my mind can say too. Oh, you're an attention seeker. You're an attention seeker. That's why you're doing all of this. And it's not true. It's the opposite, actually. It makes me feel vulnerable and so overwhelming and so painful sometimes. And I know it sounds like a big deal because it's just like in my life it's a big deal. Bam. Okay, sorry it got cut off. Yeah, my battery's blinking. Anyway, what I'm talking about, what I was just talking about is like, I lost my train of thought, but I'm talking about the metaphor of fingernail polish. Like, you know, what is the meaning of life here? You know, if something this small, it's like at 52 years old, if something this small, like, can overwhelm me and make me think, be self-conscious for a minute, like, where does that come from? It's like conditioning. So it tells me, you know, there's an opportunity. It tells me this is from a past. Somewhere down the line, someone said that was wrong, or something was wrong, just being different. This is associated with femininity, I guess, or goth, which I didn't go that way. But it doesn't really matter. All it really matters is that I have an opportunity here to look at this moment. To look at this moment and to realize that there's nothing else other than this moment. All the conditioning is in the past is there, but it is so strong within ourselves. It is so strong that we believe it. We believe the thoughts that are associated with the feelings of fear. We believe those things, and then what I realize is the possibility of courage. The possibility to have courage to be able to wear fingernail polish outside and not be self-conscious. Even when your conscience arises and it says to you that behave because they will judge you. It is really so subtle, but it is an opportunity. So I realize as I do it, as I did it, as I step outside of my comfort zones, as I've been doing it, it's just the meaning of life. I don't know, it's the meaning of my life. And everybody has a different path, but we're all equal. And so we all really want to, like, I don't know, it's just so interesting. And as I evolve out loud here with you, I feel like it's so, the reason I said earlier about why people aren't, like, I think about, I really don't fish about people watching my channel, but it's not really about that. It's about evolving. It's so authentic. So I feel like a lot of things on the internet are, like, you know, edited and everything. There's nothing wrong with any of that. But it's like I'm an authentic guy here, and, you know, who has an experience, and that's why I share. I'm not meaning to defend myself, and if it sounds like that, it sounds like that. But it's not about that. It's just about recognizing how and what we are as human beings. Like, if this little subtle thing can run my world for a second, for a hot minute, what else is running my world? Do you know what I mean? So how do we behave? We adapt ourselves. I have obviously spent so much time adapting myself and feeling comfortable around the people I want to feel comfortable around, and probably hanging out with those people, which is totally cool. But I also, like, in my business, like, sometimes I have to meet other people, like politicians or, you know, ambassadors or anything like that. I have to do that sometimes. And just people, just other people from different kind of, like, I don't know, professions or careers or whatever kind of thing. And how do I adapt myself? Do I adapt myself so I can feel, or do I just hide, or what do I do? Do you understand what I mean? So it's just a possibility. It is a possibility that is there to recognize all kinds of those things within ourselves. Like, what are we? You know, what are we? Why do we judge ourselves? It's very clear. It's the conditioning. This moment's never happened. We're here and now. And I guess that it's just such a beautiful, beautiful thing. My fingernail polish is a beautiful thing. It doesn't mean I was going to wear it every day. But it's what I'm doing. And what I'm doing is discovering who I am. And I am doing it here with you. And it's so great. And that saboteur is an illusion. Is an illusion. And by the way, when my when this clicked off, a friend of mine called me, and very close, and I just did like this in the camera, and he was like, oh my god, I want some. So, you know, everybody has a different perspective. It's not about a different perspective from another person, about support and non-support, you developing yourself. It's not about that. What it's about is that recognizing that there has been fear that has been placed in someone, somewhere, and inadequacy, and you feel inferior because you can't express yourself, because the conditioning has been part of your life. The conditioning is not who you are. I don't believe that. And that thing I talked about, conformity, earlier on in my talk here, conforming is like, I don't know what it is. I can't stand it. I feel like I'm in a cage. And when I wear this form, this is about little bit about conformity. So it's just a simple thing. But it's huge. And within a lot of us, it is so huge. It is so, and it can run your life. And you can be, not even be aware of it. And if you're at all curious about developing yourself, then I guess, you know, it's like what you do. And if you want to just stay asleep, that's also okay too, because I don't know, it's just what happens. Anyway, so thank you so much for watching me today, and I'm getting a tattoo. I'm getting my tattoo. Bob is being worked on, and he's been in a project now for about 5 months, I think, something. So about 10 more sessions left. So anyway, go out and put some fingernail polish, especially you really butch guys. Like, you know, could you do that? Like, I don't know. It's, yeah, interesting, right? Just so interesting. I don't know. Let's get to our lives. Be loving, have compassion, understanding for all people, and share love, spread love, be optimistic, that's what we can do for our world. And lighten up, and yeah, all of that stuff. I love you so much. Thank you for watching, and I'll be seeing you when I see you. And yeah, check out Mary. I love Mary. She's like trying to figure herself out. Like we all are. We're like projects. I love you so much. Bye-bye. Have a great day.